Good morning and welcome to Enduring Journey to Bliss. I wanted to share some of my orchid blooms and some of my orchid buds. So this orchid is currently in bloom and it does have some buds that are still forming. Come over here so you can see the buds a little bit better. And so that's going to continue to give me more blooms as we get closer to the end of the year. Typically on a phalaenopsis, the blooming time is for a lot of them around our December time frame. They'll be putting out their spikes around this time depending on the orchid. This is another one with some buds forming here on this old spike that I did not cut off. And this particular one also has buds forming down here, as you can see on this second spike. It's an old spike as well, but yeah, it's going to give me more blooms as well. There we go. Those are both phalaenopsis or moth orchids, some people call them. Then we'll come up here to one of my oncidiums. And all these roots belong to this oncidium. And she is also giving me a spike. As you can see, well, let's see if I can get her to come in focus at all. Hopefully, if I move that leaf, that might come into focus for you. Yeah, sort of. But this is a little spike for this oncidium. This one has spiked multiple times for me. It's a kind of a climber oncidium. As you can see, the older bulbs are down here and then they continue to climb, and so the newest one is this one, and again I have the spike right up here with the little buds forming. Okay. Then I also have, as we come across, try to go slowly, this Brassivola. So this bloom is beginning to fade. It's starting to have those kind of brown spotches. It's almost time to deadhead it. But if we go just above that, same plant, more buds. As you can see, she's putting on a nice additional spike there for me. Again, the bloom looks like this. This one is fading, so those brown marks are part of the aging process for it. But that's one of my Brassivolas. And then this is a Cattleya. And this one, you can see the sheath. Now, I don't know if I have a bud in there or not, but you need the sheath prior to getting the bud. That's where the bud forms, is down inside the sheath, this part here. So we shall see. I'm hopeful that it'll continue to grow and I will get a nice bloom off of that Cattleya. Then coming on across, up here is another oncidium. You can kind of see it back here, the main plant. But if we follow this up, we have a nice tall spike with blooms, with buds. So hopefully that is going to be opening here probably another couple weeks to a month. And that is another one of my oncidiums. And that is about all that I have in bloom on those two shelves. And then down here, this one here has a lot of buds. As you can see, this is a small phalaenopsis. There's the plant. And again, here's all of its little buds forming. So once this is ready, it's going to give me lots of blooms for sure. Looks like I might have, no, it's good. Okay. Anyway, so that is in bud on a nice spike. Then over here I have this big Phalaenopsis, and you can see she has given me a nice amount of buds, none open yet. She's also putting out this secondary spike from her main spike, so that'll be another gorgeous plant once that begins to open and bud for me. I'll go ahead and I'll show you some of my Thanksgiving. This is one of my Thanksgiving cactus. She's blooming quite nicely. She has buds, blooms. This one is a different variety. You can see it has buds. They've not quite opened yet. This is a yellow variety. Again, you can see the buds. Back in the back, you can see one of the old blooms that I need to remove. But this one is a yellow variety. Then next to it down here, this is a white variety. Again, we have buds, so they'll be opening soon. And these are all Thanksgiving cactus. Then beside that one, this one is an orange. Again, we have, hoping you can see there we go, some buds that are forming. It's that time of year. There's a tiny baby one in the center of the screen, a little bit bigger one. So these are all still actively growing, and these are orange. Then the last one here beside it, this one is a red Thanksgiving cactus. Lots of buds all over. So it will have lots of blooms in the future. And here's another new new spike forming with buds. This again is a Phalaenopsis. If it will focus at all for you. So that will give me beautiful flowers. And then over here is a Phalaenopsis that is in bloom currently. And I believe those are all of the orchid blooms that I currently have. Not blooms, I'm sorry, buds. So I also have a Hoya that I'd like to show you. So this is my Hoya, one of my Hoyas, and it has multiple peduncles that are putting out buds. So I'll come in close so you can see them. So up here we have a very tiny one still. It may not focus because of the leaves around it, but this one is a small peduncle. Well, the peduncle's not small, but the buds are. That is just not wanting to focus at all. My apologies. There, that's a little better. Little, not much. That's one. Then we'll come over here, and we have a second one. And then we follow that down. We have a third one. And then we'll continue following that down. We have a fourth one. And this one, the little buds are getting nice and plump. And then we will follow that down. And I have a fifth one that you can see on my Hoya. So I'm quite happy with all of the buds. I'm hoping that I'll have some beautiful blooms shortly on this nice Hoya. And once those open, I will again share those. This particular Hoya is a Croniana Black. So I will share photos as I get them to open up. Thank you. Have an amazing day.